right, today's video is all about scraping technique and how you should really use your knife for the best results for your reed. There are lots of different ways to use your knife, and not one is better than the other. It's just you have to find what works best for you. And for me, you'll primarily see me using the top few centimeters of my reed knife. And that's just because I feel like I have more control there at the tip of the reed, and I can be more pinpointed in where I'm trying to take cane off. Okay, with that said, let's put on a blank, and I just want to show you what I mean. So I'll use my thumb to help support my knife. I have one thumb here at the handle and one thumb here, and that's just really going to be my guide. So as I scrape, I'm going to move the knife kind of with my thumb. Notice that connection never leaves. So I'll start right here on the side and just take some of the bark off. Notice how I'm just using the tip of the knife. I'm not taking a flat stroke on the knife like this. I'm angling the knife up so that I can take off cane exactly where I want. Another thing to note that's really important is the shape of the cane, which is kind of in this oval round shape, right? We want to make sure we're honoring that and we're scraping in the same way. So we're not taking flat scrapes with our knife. We're trying to keep the nice curvature of the cane intact. That's going to help the structure of the reed to be better and to stay. Notice also as I scrape, I'm working on either side of the spine and scraping away. That's going to help keep the integrity of the spine. Flip to the other side. So watch again, I start on the corners of the heart, tip of my knife. I don't want to go off the edge. I'm very careful with my rails there. So I scrape away. But as I get closer to the spine, I go out. So I'm constantly moving my wrist, the angle of my knife, but the connection never leaves here. If you don't have a connection here, then you're not going to be able to be as exact and precise, which in reed making you really need to be. In these beginning stages, like tying blanks, working on our blanks here, we can really work a little faster because we're just getting the bark off. But if we work too fast and take flat strokes, then the reed is going to lack the structure that we need. Good. So you'll see that as I'm working, I'm doing the same. The bits of cane that come off are pretty small. And that's because I like to take little strokes and I just work my way back. Vibrations enter from the top and they travel through the heart on the way back. So we want to make sure we're always starting towards the top. That's going to be our thinnest place, and we're creating that nice blend through the heart. And then we'll refine our back and stuff like that. But before I clip it open, I want to get the tip and the heart working together and the blend very nice so that it'll crow when I clip it open. Show you a little bit more here. Just stick with the curvature of the cane. If you take flat strokes, which sometimes you'll take one on accident, but just do the best you can to keep it rounded out, and you'll have a better reed because of it. Okay, so I'm going to keep working on this one, but that's my tip for you for the day. is to stick with the curvature of the cane when you scrape, and try working more towards the front edge of your knife, because that'll allow you to move with the cane, and you'll be less likely to take a flat stroke if you were to go like this. Now, there are people who are very successful with reed making, who make fabulous reeds, who use this part of their knife, so there's nothing wrong with that. It's just what works for me, and so you need to find what works for you. So I just put together an oboe reed making troubleshooting guide, and I'm excited to share it with you all. Basically, it lists all of the issues that you might stumble across when you're making reeds. It tells you why that might have happened and how to prevent it or fix your reed to make it play better and fix the issue. So I'll put that in the description box if you're interested. Check it out. And until then, I'll see you in the next video.